right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Susan, and thank you for tuning in to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. You can give me a phone call tonight, 412-575-2600, and we can vent about the Buccos. It was a monumental game for the Pirates tonight and for Chris Archer. He not only gave up back-to-back home runs in the first inning, he gave up a pair of back-to-back home runs in the first inning. First pitcher in Pirates history to give up 4 home runs in an inning. And I'll let you watch it right here. We're going to show the highlights coming up at 11 o'clock. But like I said, not one, not two. Nick Markakis. We got a couple more to show you. Those were back-to-back. He got an out in between, but here we go. Brian McCann. He has 2 today. The Battling Buccos are down 7-5 right now in Atlanta. It looks like it just started raining in Atlanta. So hopefully you guys switch over from the game. Oh, now we have a delay in the 8th inning, and as if Major League Baseball games aren't long enough. Now we have a weather delay for the Pirates. So another frustrating game for the Buccos and for fans out there. You need quality starts from guys like Chris Archer. And, I actually thought, and I bought into Archer getting some confidence back and getting into some kind of rhythm and having some momentum heading into this start. He had 2 really good starts, and it felt like he had that back. He had that confidence back and coming into this game, and I was pretty confident to have a pretty good game. And then the second inning was a complete disaster, an embarrassment for Archer and for the Pirates right now. And I don't want to blame Neil Huntington and Frank Coonley. It comes from the top. You got to point the finger at Bob Nutting, not giving them enough to work with. They have a budget. They have to follow certain guidelines, just like any employee. So, they couldn't go out and sign depth. They couldn't go out and get guys behind these pitchers. And you never expect to lose 4 out of 5 starters to injuries throughout the year. And, Archer's back from injury, but they still have 3 starters that are out and will be out for some time. Trevor Williams could be coming back here in the next 2 weeks. Potentially could be a little too late for the Pirates by then. Jordan Lyles is probably 2 weeks away. Is about 2 months away, maybe the end of July, if we're lucky to see that. And, what I want to ask Gene Collier right now, is he going to change that July 1st deadline of telling me if the Bucco season is over, Gene?
Well, I think I retain the right to change my mind on that one.
You do.
But I might only postpone it. But
You're just gonna
for the time being, get back to me on July 1st.
Hey, you know what? The second inning wasn't fun to watch. It wasn't fun to watch Chris Archer just give up one home run after another. And, I can't believe that it's never happened in the Pirates' history that a pitcher has given up 4 home runs in an inning. They probably pulled him by the time they had a chance to give up the 4. But what do you think is wrong with Chris Archer? Is he just not a good pitcher? Is he struggling with something mentally? I thought he rebounded. I thought he was getting his confidence back, and that's what I was just talking about a minute ago here. He came off 2 quality starts.
He did, but Chris has pitched in a manner this year where people get excited if he puts 2 or 3 good innings together, and that's just not enough. I mean, this performance tonight was, I don't know too many words for it other than unprofessional. I mean, you can't give up 5 home runs in a game, 4 in an inning. If you give up 5 in a month, that's too many. The Pirates can't go on like this. He's putting them in a bad position. They have to do something about it. And by that, I mean move them. I don't know where, to whom, or under what circumstance. But in my view, what good is going to happen for Chris Archer is not going to happen here.
Yeah, you'll get absolutely nothing for him if you had to move him right now. The one thing is if they had an extra starter, if these guys were healthy, at least maybe try to put him in the bullpen or be a leverage guy at the end of games, like 1 or 2 innings, like a 7th or 8th inning guy.
Yeah, but
you're ready to give up on him.
Yeah.
See, I disagree with you there. I'm not ready to give up on him.
I'm
giving up on the season.
On July 1st. How about that?
I'm giving up on the season, but not.
Okay.
Oh, man. And, I feel bad. I saw someone tweet saying how the Pirates got fleeced on that deal. I feel like I got fleeced because I thought it was a really good trade. I was really excited about it when the Pirates made that move last year. And I'm embarrassed to say that I like the deal now.
Oh, I've been wrong so often, Rich, so I'm not embarrassed about it anymore.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to be talking about the Buccos. Whatever you want to. If you want to vent, just give us a call, and we'll let you talk for 30, 40 seconds, a minute. You could just say what's on your mind about the Pirates and how you feel about being a Pirates fan right now. 412-575-2600 is the number. Back in 2 minutes.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.